I had a consult last week with a family of an almost 5-month-old baby who had been waking for long periods overnight. He'd been having split nights where on most nights he was awake for about an hour, somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m. Not fun, right? And it had been going on for a while. They said he'd actually slept a whole lot better as a newborn. There'd even been a period where he only woke once at night. But since about 3 months, he'd become more wakeful, and more recently, they'd started having these split nights. And he was also waking a few times before midnight as well. So his parents were tired. It's really hard going from just one wake to dealing with split nights. And they wanted him to sleep better and for sleep to feel more consistent and predictable. Now, obviously, as I said, split nights are not fun to deal with, but the good thing about split nights is that they're usually pretty straightforward to resolve, especially if they're your main challenge. Some babies are having split nights and waking frequently as well, and I help a lot of families in that kind of situation too, and we take a similar approach. Most of the time, split nights happen because there's a mismatch between how much sleep a baby needs and how much sleep we're giving them the opportunity to have overnight. So for example, we might be expecting our baby to sleep from 8 p.m. till 7 a.m., so 11 hours overnight, but if they only need 10 hours, then that extra hour has to go somewhere. And often what we see is sleep gets fragmented, and for some babies that means they're wide awake for a period of the night. And that was the case with this little one. So what we did was we reviewed his whole sleep pattern. We looked at when he was waking in the morning, what naps looked like in terms of both length and timing, when he was going to bed, and what was happening overnight. And that gave me a really good picture of what his true sleep needs were likely to be over a 24-hour period. Then we built a new pattern around that with a morning wake time, an amount of daytime sleep that was appropriate for him. And we looked at how best to spread his naps over the day in a way that worked for him. Then we set a bedtime that gave him enough awake time over the day to build the sleep pressure he needed for a consolidated night. And they started following that pattern, and literally the next night, split nights were gone. Now it's been about a week and he's just been waking once overnight. There's even been a couple of nights where he's slept through. So I wanted to share this example with you because split nights can be really frustrating. They can also be really random, but they're usually pretty straightforward to resolve. So if you're dealing with split nights at the moment and you'd like help, please reach out. I would love to help you get much more restful nights.